guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and we're here to talk about the fourth installment in the Jurassic Park franchise, Jurassic World.
Yes.
Directed by Colin Trevorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Colin
starring
Trevorrow.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. It's an all-new cast.
Bryce
Dallas Howard.
Thank you.
Bryce Dallas Howard, the daughter of Ron Howard.
Right. Yep.
Very famous director. And also Opie from the Andy Griffith Show. I feel like we're going off on too many tangents already.
but yeah.
But look, we're going to talk about Jurassic World. If you guys are curious on our thoughts on the first three Jurassic Park movies, we have reviewed them all.
Yep.
Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3. So you can go check those out. I'll try if I can remember to link all of those.
Yep. We are doing this. We're doing this to get ready for
Dominion. So that's this Friday. So we got to hurry up and talk about this one and then get the Fallen Kingdom as well. But before we get into it, we want to ask that if you are not yet a subscriber of the Married Media channel, hit the subscribe button. Also, be sure to like this video and comment down below what your thoughts on Jurassic World.
Yep.
Do you think it's an adequate reboot to the franchise? Do you love it? Do you think it's just okay? We've got some thoughts on it.
Yeah,
but definitely leave that in the comment section below. So let's get into Jurassic World. I feel like you were pretty high on this movie, right?
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I've seen it more. Like this wasn't the only time that. Or, I'm sorry, this wasn't the second watch for me. I feel like I've seen it more than...
Yeah, I feel like it was the third watch for me, but I'm also struggling to remember when I watched it a second time because I saw it in theaters when it came out, and I remember buying it on Blu-ray at one point. I just don't remember ever watching it at home.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but... so as with a lot of movies, I can kind of remember them, kind of can't.
Yeah.
So I was excited to revisit it. I know that not remakes, but the continuation of Jurassic Park.
Yeah. It's kind of a reboot. It's taking you back. The park has been recreated and it's active. Like it's been active for 10 years or something like that.
I feel like, I don't know, like, do you feel like these new installments or whatever get a little bit of criticism, or would that be fair to say?
They do, but also I remember when this movie came out, I don't feel like there was a ton of criticism. I feel like a lot of people were welcoming it back. Like we were really excited when we saw the trailer.
Yeah.
I remember when this one came out.
So anyway, after watching this just recently, I gotta say I really liked it. I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't love everything about it, but I feel like overall it was good, and I didn't hate it. So
it's fine. Mm-hmm. It's fine, but it does take a little bit of the magic out of the originals, even the third one, and also just a little bit of the intelligence, and kind of dumbs it down. Like this really does just feel like a big dumb amusement park ride, like a Fast and the Furious movie with dinosaurs or something. Like it's there to thrill you, and it doesn't really offer that much else in terms of like characters and development and all that kind of stuff.
Right. I feel like, like we mentioned, Chris Pratt is in it, and I feel like, he's okay in it.
Nobody's terrible. It's just like, you can't even, like, what's his name? Like, I can't even remember his name.
Yeah.
Like Owen or something.
It's just, I guess, like, nobody's, like, very memorable.
They're just not, like, iconic like the old ones are. Maybe just because we were there when the first ones came out. That's how they are to us. Maybe some people look at these like as iconic Jurassic Park characters.
I feel like sometimes it's not fair to think so highly on a movie like based on oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for?
Nostalgia. Your own personal nostalgia.
Nostalgia, yes. So, because, you think about like today's youth, well, maybe when they saw it, they're going to look back and have special feelings about it. You just don't know.
I can understand that. I can appreciate that. And it's the same thing with Star Wars. Some people are going to look at these new Star Wars films, and that's going to be their Star Wars. And be like, what's all this old crap that,
so
back in the 70s? I get it.
It's all about, perception and whatever. But anyway, so, the one complaint that I have with this movie is that what's her name, Judy Greer.
Yeah, she's awful.
Yeah,
she's awful in everything though. Like Halloween movies she's in.
I do not care for her. I just think that she's always super annoying. There's just something about her.
Yeah, ever since I first saw her in I think 13 going on 30.
Yeah, I just I don't care for her, and so luckily she doesn't have a huge part in it. But like whenever I see her on the screen, I'm just like, oh, she plays the sister of Bryce Dallas
Howard. And basically the setup of this movie is they got two boys and they're sending them off to be with their aunt, who she's kind of like the director of Jurassic World.
Right.
Like she's some kind of higher up. Like she's making a lot of the big decisions and everything. So it's like, why would you send your kids off to like be with her? You know she's busy.
Apparently
like, it doesn't make any sense.
They're like going to get a divorce, and so apparently they were like very desperate to send their kids off. But I'm
send
just
them off to Dinosaur Island with an aunt that's not going to watch them.
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
But it's just that I guess that goes back into the whole illusion that this dinosaur park can be safe and that we can have dinosaurs and be safe and nothing bad's going to happen. But something bad's going to happen, and so there were some like new. Like you can tell that, with this new park or whatever, they've definitely added the like new technology stuff. We've got those cool like balls that they go around the park in.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool. We get some really cool scenes with the dinosaurs, with the balls that the boys are in. It
is cool in the sense that we've never got to see the park active. We never got to see people enjoying it in this way. Like, because in the first one, they're there to inspect it and check it out and help them.
That's
tell
true.
John Hammond like what the process of opening the park and everything.
Think about that.
And the second one, the place is all in shambles, and the third one, it's in shambles. And so this is the first time we get to see it like, as intended, I guess, by John Hammond. The vision is there.
Right.
So that's kind of cool. But at the same time, to me, it also makes the movie just not as good, not as suspenseful, not as, I guess, claustrophobic. Like it felt like there was a level of terror and suspense when they were all there and they were alone and there was nobody there to help them. Like that just upped the tension for me.
Gotcha.
And this one doesn't really have that, but.
Yeah. I thought that it was so like, Bryce, again, I don't know what her name is. We're bad.
That's what we're trying to say. Like you can't remember. I think it's Claire. That
sounds right. Yeah. She kind of just plays like in this first one or whatever. She's kind of like hard and just like you can tell she doesn't really like kids. She's not a very involved aunt. She like hasn't seen them since they were little, and like you can.
She's a businesswoman. She's really structured, really organized. Chris Pratt brings it up. They went on a date. Apparently, they've got some histories. Like you brought an itinerary to our date, so she's very organized and.
See, I didn't even remember that part.
Yeah, that's just a part of her character.
But. So, like, she pretty much has, like, an assistant take care of her nephews while she's still running the park or whatever. And so we get the whole, like, the nephews kind of escape or, run away from the babysitter. And so you've got, like, her trying to get into, like, trying to find her nephews when they find out that, the park is going to shambles again.
Yeah.
So, as it always does.
It always does.
We also get a new dinosaur.
Yeah, and we usually get new dinosaurs in every Jurassic Park film. Usually they're actual dinosaurs that have existed before.
Yeah.
But this one's the Indominus Rex.
Yep.
And it's completely made up.
It's like a bunch of different dinosaur DNA.
It's all put there. It's revealed later on. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry if you haven't seen Jurassic World, but it's part raptor, it's part T-Rex. Like like they just put all this stuff into it.
And it's super intelligent.
And when they're trying to explain to the director or the main guy, like the head of the whole Jurassic World, like he's like, why did you all do this and this to make it so hard for us to kill? And he's like, you said scarier, make it as scary as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just completely irresponsible.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool, to have a dinosaur that kind of going into that like outsmarting the humans type of thing.
The whole time I'm watching this movie, and this is why I can't wait to watch like Dominion just to see like what Alan Grant's character would say to all this. Like what would his character have said? About the Indominus Rex or Chris Pratt like befriending raptors and all that stuff.
Right.
It's like, what would he have to say?
Yeah, we get the
like, are you an idiot? Why are you
raptors.
trying to make raptors your friends?
Right.
Like,
well, he had a thing for raptors too, though.
Yeah, but his was more like he understood the danger of them. But
Right.
Chris Pratt just seems to.
But yeah, we get the the 4 raptors that he like trained from babies. He's got that special connection with Blue. I don't know.
It's cute, I guess. It's endearing.
I liked
It's
it
just,
because it was like there's a part in the movie where they go out on their own, and you kind of see like Blue like have that natural instinct or whatever, like where he wants to be a dinosaur, but then also he like still remembers who Chris Pratt is, so he like has to like deal with, do I go with the dinosaurs or do with him, go with him? I don't know. And like, oh my gosh, can we just, what do you want us to talk about?
I was going to say, I like the scene where he has to rescue that guy after he falls into the pen, and it looks like he has a handle on him, but then like he quickly doesn't, and he has to escape through the door, and they're running after him. I liked that.
Because that's realistic.
He's got a slight hold on him.
Right, but
not
like
full on like, can be able to control them. That's just not realistic.
Right. It's kind of like people who have like pet monkeys.
Yeah.
They think that they're like, they have it under control, and then one day the monkey like eats their face off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of like that thing.
Pretty much like that.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you remember hearing about all that?
Which they play it, they ride the line in this one, but they go full on off the rails in the next
I mean,
one.
it does go into like people thinking that they can just make any kind of animal a pet when really you can't do that. So
these things are,
and then that
raptors.
goes into like SeaWorld and whales and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, we won't go into that. But I was gonna say I've got to talk about the scene, which spoiler alert too. But there's a scene where, because that dinosaur, the Indominus Rex, gets on the loose, it's just going around killing all these dinosaurs, not even eating them because it just wants to hunt. Like
Yeah, they talk about that. It's just malicious.
Right. And so we get this really heartbreaking scene where a brontosaurus is dying.
Yeah.
And I literally cried so hard.
They wanted you to cry. They were manipulating you.
It was like we literally watched it die. Like they went up, they were like rubbing on it, and like it was like breathing.
It's like Marley and Me all over.
Oh my god! It like gave me like it triggered me because like we put our dog to sleep last year, and it felt like that, and so it was bad.
Yeah, you look like you're gonna lose it right now. I don't even know why you brought that up.
Yeah, so I just gotta say like that worked. Like it pulled some heartstrings for me. We get to see, like I think the T-Rex, right?
Yeah, that's the T-Rex that comes back.
The original,
yeah. He was in the original, because we haven't been to that island. She would. Yeah, she. They're all female, but then until they discover that they're not, so who knows?
Yeah, I'm going with she. That's the vibes I get.
The T-Rex from the original comes back in this one, and I think you're supposed to know it is because it has like some scratches on it from the original. Or something.
I don't know. They just make you're like,
yeah,
that's
it's the one. But like, this is the first time they're back on this island from the original, because the last two were on the other island, because there's 2 islands. So yeah, it's full on. They bring it in to help them, and it's an awesome fight sequence. I think that the fight sequence between the Indominus Rex and T-Rex is really great.
Oh yeah, like it's
and
good.
I like that it's shot at night, and
like it lasts for a good time.
Yeah, the raptors helping them and stuff like that. But it goes back to what I said, that this is just stupid popcorn fun. Like there's just no intellect to these movies. Like it is fun, but it kind of feels a little bit like a Transformers movie, and a bunch of Transformers are like fighting together and stuff, and just like a bunch of dinosaurs fighting together.
Gotcha.
But it's a cool sequence. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then you get the C1. What's the one? The Mesiosaurus, I think, the one that's in the water.
Oh my gosh, how can we not talk about
pops out of nowhere all the time and eats everybody.
And like it came up a few times throughout the film.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was really
every
cool
time
too.
Somebody gets close to the water, that thing pops out and
like it ate a dinosaur too. Yeah, like it took out the Indominus Rex.
It eats the Indominus Rex at the end of it. So
yeah, like I don't know. There is a lot of really cool like scenes in there for sure. And then I just gotta say in closing with the T-Rex is you get this, and I remembered I told you I was like just wait like for the ending, and you're like I don't even remember this part. But like at the end after they've left, everybody's got out of the park again. You see the T-Rex come up on like I don't know if it's like a helicopter landing or like a building, whatever. And, she just like makes a big old roar, and it's just so badass. And you're just like...
tried to it's a little cheesy. They try to...
I didn't think it was cheesy at all.
They try to recreate the ending to the first one when the banner falls down. That's iconic to me. In this one, they're trying to do the same thing with it roaring off.
I didn't think it was cheesy at all.
Into the distance.
It worked for me.
All right, well, let's get into the scores here. Let's get into the scores, because obviously you seem to like this a little bit more than me. So I want you to give your score first.
Okay.
What would you score this one?
I mean, oh, it's hard because, you know, it does have its problems.
I can't even remember what I scored all the rest of the ones, but...
I want to give it a 4.
4? That's high.
But then there's a part of me that thinks maybe, like...
I think I gave The Lost World 4.
Yeah.
I think I did.
And, I mean, for me, I feel like it's comparable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the 4. I'm going to go with the 4 out of 5.
I would go with...
Because I was never very connected to any of the characters in the third one either, and I really liked it because of all the action.
I think I'm gonna have to go 3. I think I just had too many problems with this one. I can enjoy it. I don't think it's bad by any means. We'll get to what I think is kind of a bad one here shortly. Maybe I'll like it more on the rewatch. I don't know.
Yeah.
3. I feel comfortable doing 3 because I did 3.5 for Jurassic World 3, and I do like that one significantly more than World. So I'll give this one a 3. It's watchable. It's fun. I can enjoy it with a bag of popcorn for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just easy to please. Gotta be married to you.
Maybe. Nice. We'll see how easy you are to please with this next one.
Okay.
But look, we're done reviewing Jurassic World. We appreciate you guys watching. Please, in the comment section below, let us know what you think of the movie Jurassic World. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And check out all of our other Jurassic Park reviews. We will be watching Dominion this week and giving our thoughts on that as well as we continue the Road to Dominion series. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.